Hey everyone, it's Zul'Aman, and today I have something special for you. Yes, it's a Zul'Aman bear run. One of the few things a Death Knight cannot do, surprisingly. So basically how this will work is I'll explain exactly what I'm doing and why, so that you can do this too with little to no trouble. Do bear in mind though, this was a somewhat rough run, due to it only being the second time I've gone through here. I know I make quite a few mistakes, so there's no need to judge me for that. Starting off, we have a pair of trolls with a group of non-elite trolls that run up the stairs. You can use an explosive trap and misdirect them to your pet, and AoE them down. And then you just finish off the guardians and quickly make your way to the bird boss. There are 4 sets of trolls here. You want to pull the first 2 groups together and AoE them down. Make sure to take out the windwalkers first because they do heal. And as you're doing this, be ready for the paratrolls that come up from the bottom and the group of eagles that come from the back. I wouldn't suggest pulling more than 2 pairs at a time because they do hit somewhat hard, and you don't want to risk your pet dying because that definitely wastes quite a bit of time. Alright, now on to the first boss. It's fairly simple. Basically you'll want to be watching your debuff stacks just in case you take too many in a row. There's also the Kidnapper, which is fairly easy to take down. And then the eagles in the sky you'll want to kill as soon as possible, right after the Kidnapper, because if you do not, then you basically will not live through the fight. There's no possible way to. As you can see here, I now have 4 stacked the debuff, and I pop deterrence, and I deflect the 5th, because the 5th, as far as I know, will be pretty close to killing you. Sometimes you can get lucky and it will miss, but I wouldn't count on it. In this first group we have the axe thrower, which likes to knock back. You may want to take him out first just in case you are in a bad position. This set of bears you may aggro, depending on if the bear is too close to the wall. You can simply dismiss your pet and feign death. This next group has 2 axe throwers and a medicine man. I want to focus down the medicine man first, and make sure to take out his wards if he gets a chance to summon them. Next group is a pair of Warbringers. Once they get to about 30-35%, they will hop off their mount, and you'll want to kill both them and their mount first. The bears will put a armor debuff on your pet that can do quite a bit of damage over time. This next group is somewhat a hit and miss. As you can see there, I missed my trap, so I'm going to distract the axe thrower to me, and my pet goes to charge it, but the protective ward prevents him from taking damage. I got everything under control now, so I can take out the Medicine Man, and you just have the Warbringers once again. Now for this boss, you're going to want to position your pet on the middle of the stairs, and then you're going to want to get the fuck away from the boss. Here we're watching from Brutal Strikes, and one just passed, and there's the second one already. Once the second one passes, go and get charged by the boss, and he will transform into a bear. And do make sure to keep your pet healed. Mend pet is plenty for this. Do the same thing again. For this part you don't need med pet on your pet, as he can take both the brutal strikes just fine. So we'll go back in, and he charges and transforms again. Should only have to do this twice, maybe 3 times, depending on how good your DPS is. For this attempt mine is kind of bad, but I can't really say because I am standing back, not doing anything. And here I am just a tad too close to the boss, so he charges me first, and I'm kind of like, ah shit, I don't want to wipe. But anyways, you do want to make sure that the boss is far enough away from the edge of the room, because if he decides to charge you and you're too far out of the room, he will reset. For this trash, you can trap the flame casters if you want, but it's not necessary. I did it there, but my pet went up and of course broke it. The Archon likes to cast a bunch of debuffs on you and your pet, so you want to make sure to get them down as quick as you can. And one of them is like a haste reduction of some sort. And make sure to get the scouts, because they can sneak up on you if you're not paying attention. This group can have either 1 or 2 flame casters, but it's not that big of a deal. The Guardians will do a massive knockback, so do be wary when you pull them, as you don't want to get knocked back into another group. For this pull, I set my pet on passive and told him to sit there so it wouldn't break the trap. And the earth circles, you don't have to worry about your pet, because he can live through them with Mend Pet. And just a tip, tranquilizing shot on the flame casters is a good thing to do. And for this boss, all you have to do is avoid his streams of flames, and when the hatchers come up, you want to kill them. It doesn't take a whole lot of damage in this fight. And when the hatchlings come out, you can drop a, was it freezing trap? Ice trap? I always get the names mixed up. And you can do that to root them, and then you can misdirect everything to your pet with explosive trap and multi-shots. They die fairly quickly. And right after this boss, you want to dismiss your pet, because we are going to be skipping the rest of the trash that is in the rest of the run. There'll be 3 groups of cats. If you're lucky enough like I was able to stay on my mount the entire time. And the group that was in front of this building is no longer there for some reason. Alright, last boss of the run. He will cast the totems, which will heal him if he is standing in them. So you want to make sure to move your pet. And he does hit hard in this first phase. And then for the Lynx part, you want to stand in a water totem while having the boss far enough away so that you cannot be hit by his flame shock. If you take too many flame shocks, you will eventually die at some point, simply because they do so much damage. And if you're too slow, the totems will actually disappear and you may not have anything to heal with. One thing to note is if you feign death while the Lynx is active, he will despawn, but you will not be able to kill the boss because he has to merge with the Lynx in order to get back to his first form. And that's about it. So you can talk to Kasha, and the mount is in the pot in the back right. And if this video helped you in any way, please be sure to give it a like. I would really appreciate it. And thanks for watching.